Hello, and welcome back to another episode of
RIBCAGE, Arizona.
It's HandGuy speaking right now, and it has been a long time since I've been on here. Lots changed since the sheriff drove me away, but now I'm finally back for my revenge. Every now and then I've been sneaking in, just creating a little bit of havoc, just a bit, writing my name on the floor, things of that nature. This courthouse. This is where the justice system of this town failed. But now I will get my revenge. You see, in my exile, I have hatched a villainous plot against that nefarious Sheriff Freddy Tucson. Something that I think will hurt him where it hurts most. Take note of the redstone wire I'm following. It leads back to my base. That will be important later. Now, this plan of mine is evil, to be sure. Very, very evil. But it's no less than what he deserves after what he did. I'm just going to take my saddle here, and then we'll go down into my base to show you. Now, in case you've somehow managed to forget, I, HandGuy, was masquerading as two people. HandGuy, myself, and Hando Tabasco, the nefarious bandit. Now, well, we're one and the same, and we want revenge on the sheriff. See, I had to hide out in the hills in a foreign country of some form for a very long time. This redstone's going a long way down. I have not set up a proper base, however, I've been expanding my mind and making it quite nice down here. I don't want to do anything on the surface, because that will attract suspicion. Over here, see the redstone wire. Now, this is cool. This nether portal. So, if I go in this nether portal, it puts me to another corresponding portal in the nether. But then, if I go back through that, it puts me out, back into the overworld, through Fred's nether portal, in his base. So I will definitely be using that later on. Take note, more wiring. That's my thing full of stuff, chest. My sheep farm, not sure what I'm going to use them for, probably food or a diversion. Chests full of assorted things. But in here, this is where I've been spending a lot of time. This is my base. As you can see, I've made it quite nice. Enchanting table. Various forms of stuff set into the walls. I made a water creature. As you can see, I've been mining a lot of gold. I've been doing a lot of mining in here. Got some shulker boxes going there. My one surviving pillager banner. I had a lot more before OQ destroyed my base. Now, an interesting story regarding OQ. He and I have actually reconciled a little bit. Realized that this was all a misunderstanding and have decided to team up against the sheriff. Now, just before my evil plan, of which I shall describe later, is set into motion, I'm going to release him from his cell in the jail, and we shall both team up against that old sheriff. Now, I have a feeling he may follow me down into my base, so it is a maze down here, seriously. I mean, you go in one tunnel and make the wrong turn, and somehow you end up in another one. No idea how you got there. It's purposefully designed to shake pursuit, and hopefully that's what it'll do. I'm going to just make another tunnel here while I describe a bit of my plan. It all starts with me luring Freddy Tucson into the center of town. And I have a feeling he'll do it, because I've got a plan for how to do that. My plan is to make a plan about it. Then, once he's there, something will happen. I'll be lurking down my base at this point, of course. Perhaps I'll masquerade as someone in distress in the center of town, or report a crime. Anyway, Freddy Tucson shall go to the center of town. Once he is there, I shall be lurking down here in my base, and I shall pull a certain lever. This lever does something rather nasty, because you may have seen all that redstone wiring running into town. Well, I spent weeks running that under there, and it is linked up to a lot, and I mean a lot, of TNT under the whole old part of the town. The plan is to, of course, blow up Freddy Tucson and all that's left of this nasty little town along with him. They all wronged me here. Now I'm just going to go through here to demonstrate the cool thing. Oh wait, not yet I'm not, because there's more. This is the lever. The town nuking lever. Not sure how I would know what a nuke is in this world, but somehow I would. Now I'm going to go back in town, and we're just going to do a little mischief. So that shall happen shortly. See, I'm heading out towards town here. Off towards, but I think first we'll take a look at the Lazy F Ranch, because I have been wreaking a bit of mischief and havoc there myself. As you can see, the cows are dispersing. That is because I have removed a very, very large section of fencing. It appears that Fred has still not noticed it. I did this relatively recently. It appears he's still not noticed and is allowing the cows to disperse across the landscape, which coincidentally makes them easy prey for the likes of me. Now, I really can't believe how this whole fiasco started. What with me turning into a villain and all. See, it all began when I rescued the player Global Kitty from what appeared to be a bandit attack by the player Ol Quetzalcoatl. Now, Ol Quetzalcoatl, you may know as the player I've been having a bit of a rivalry with, and of late, actually a reconciliation. But he's the one who destroyed my base. Go watch Fred's video, it explains it all. Anyway, it turned out they were both bandits, and OQ was actually responding to Global Kitty banditing him. However, I did not know that at the time. I just saw what appeared to be an innocent civilian being attacked by a bandit on horseback. So, naturally, I intervened, doing the right thing, because I wasn't an evil bandit at that time. Even my bandity self was more a Robin Hood sort of character. You know, a good guy. The only ones I was really targeting were those attacking the innocent and these big nasty ranchers. Now, I got to be careful with killing too many of these cows. I don't want to wear out my sword before fighting with Fred. I'm going to need it to kill him. But anyway, that was what started it. I killed OQ. OQ killed me. That went back and forth a few times, until one of us decided to take things a little further. I forget which of us went first, but I'm quite sure it was OQ. Yes, that's right, it was OQ. It was OQ. He set that TNT trap in my base. It was just a small one, but I may have overreacted and removed all items of value from his base. He responded by blowing up a fair chunk of my base. I responded by blowing up all of his. Eventually, it came to trial. And that was where things turned on me. Because I expected to get some retribution against my attacker. However, I was run out of town, barely avoided a hanging, by the hands of that sheriff. Now, he seems to think he is somehow above the law. And I know there's a definite conflict of interest, because he looks awfully similar to this rancher, Fred. I got a bone to pick with both of them, but if they're related, the federal court might as well. Who am I kidding? There's no way they're going to get that far out here in the Old West. I think that's enough cows butchered for today. I say, butchering another cow. I've got over 1 full stack and close to 2 of raw beef. I'm going to cook that up in my smokers in my base, resulting in cooked steaks. Maybe I'll sell them. Yeah, who am I kidding? But anyway, that's how that happened. I was run out of town. I had to hide. Accounts vary on where I was hiding. Some say Utah. Some say Alaska. Some say Scotland. It varies. No one really knows, not even myself. Hey! Look at that! That is my old horse. I lost him. I don't know where he went. I'm so glad I found this horse. Can't believe it. Thought I'd lost him for good. Oh, this building. This was another piece of the whole thing. When Fred put a hit out on my cows, because I tried to create a competing cattle farming business. And it appeared he didn't like that. So he offered money to any mercenary or bandit who would kill my cows. Now, that was, as this sign in front of me says, not okay. So I tried to put a stop to that, but that was really what started the feud between him and I, and that was why I called in Hando Tabasco. Well, I don't need to keep that up. Why I struck out at his cows was after he tried to kill mine, trying to create a monopoly there. And it was, needless to say, not a good thing. Now let's take a look at the buildings that have sprung up here. This one was actually very useful to me when running the explosives under the town. The, what's it called? Randy's Redstone. I used these repeaters, I stole them, and this redstone. These redstone blocks, which I turned into redstone dust, stole that too. I don't have enough diamonds to afford that. That's a whole other can of worms. This is a diamond-based economy. Yikes. This appears to be another saloon, but not quite as nice a one as the other. The other one, of course, being this rather upscale establishment. This is all the old stuff. It's these buildings on this end of town that the redstone and TNT is all underneath. This end is mostly fine. I've got no quarrel with them. This, the recently opened Not Okay Corral. Cows and breeding supplies for sale. The Not Okay. Don't know what this is. No one's moved in yet. Dr. Fred, Doctor, and oh, Undertaker and Coffin Maker. Bet those aren't related. Well, I believe that's all the new construction. And now, off back to my base. Hando Tabasco rides again. And the sun is setting on RIBCAGE, Arizona. Oh, and by the way, like, subscribe, leave a comment, or don't. But definitely like and subscribe. Watch the videos, do all that stuff, while I get my revenge on the evil sheriff. Anyway, this is HandGuy MCOE signing off.